Hey, this video is going to be about completing the square. Before we start that, a review of quadratic equation standard form. That's quadratic equation standard form. A times x squared plus b times x plus c. I'm going to assign the colors that you see here to the quadratic equations that I circle right here. These are all our b, or second terms. They're the ones that are right next to the variable, the letter, that's raised to the first power. These numbers in orange are our third terms, or C. You'll notice that they're not near any letter. That's how you can always recognize them as the C term. And this is our A term. For completing the square, A always has to be 1. We always want A to be 1. If it's not written, it's still there. So for all of our problems, almost all the quadratic equations we do in class, A will always be 1. Alright, so I'm going to solve this first problem by completing the square. Here's our first quadratic equation. If you notice this on the side, this is going to be used later to complete the square. I'm going to use the second term here when I complete the square. But first I have to move third term over to the right side. I add 51 to both sides. So now my problem looks like x squared plus 14x equals positive 51. That positive 51 came from adding 51 to both sides. It canceled out the negative 51 on this side. So I'm going to take the second term and use it in this problem that I wrote over here, and that's going to give me a number that I can add to both sides so that I can factor the left side here. 14 divided by 2 squared is 49. I'm going to put 49 back into the problem, or put 49 into the problem. I'm going to add it to both sides. It's going to change my equation. I'm going to add 49 to both sides. There we go. I can add 49 to both sides because it doesn't change what this equation is. Because I added 49 to both sides, I haven't made one side bigger than the other. Now I'm going to add this side, simplify this side. 51 plus 49 equals 100. Now I'm going to factor this side. There we go. X plus 7 squared equals positive 100. This is x plus 7 squared because it's x plus 7 times x plus 7. X plus 7 squared is the same thing. It's important we write it like that because what we're going to do now is we're going to take the square root of both sides. We need to do that in order to get this x by itself so that we can solve for it. I take the square root of both sides. The left side is going to become x plus 7. The right side is going to become plus or minus 10 because positive 10 times itself can equal 100 and negative 10 times itself can equal 100. So positive 100 can equal either plus or minus negative 10 if I take the square root of it. My last step is to get x by itself. I do that by subtracting 7 from the right side, the left side, and from the right side, so that I will have two answers. X will either be positive 10 minus 7 or negative 10 minus 7. To simplify that, this is positive 3 and this is negative 17. So x equals positive 3 or negative 17. Let's try it again. K squared minus 14k minus 32 equals 0. So get rid of the last term. We add 32 to both sides. Alright? Now take the second term and divide it by 2 and then square the result. Negative 14 divided by 2 squared equals 49. We add 49 to both sides. Alright, now that we have 49 on both sides, we simplify the right side. The right side equals positive 81. Now we factor the left side. It should factor to k minus 7 times k minus 7. Rewrite the left side as k minus 7 squared. Now that k minus 7 times k minus 7 is rewritten as k minus 7 squared, now that you've rewritten that, take the square root of both sides. The left side will simplify to k minus 7. The right side will simplify to plus or minus 9. Get k, or the variable, by itself by adding or subtracting the number on the left side. So k equals plus or minus 9 plus 7. So k equals plus 9 plus 7, or negative 9 plus 7. To simplify, that is positive 16 or negative 2. That's our answer. Let's try another example. R squared minus 12r minus 45. Add 45 to both sides to get rid of the last term. Now take the middle term, the one next to the r, divide it by 2, then raise it to the second power. It should equal 36. Add this to both sides. Now simplify the right side. The right side simplifies to positive 81. Now factor the left side. It should factor to r minus 6 times r minus 6. Now, rewrite r minus 6 times r minus 6 as r minus 6 squared. Take the square root of both sides. The left side will simplify to r minus 6. The right side will simplify to plus or minus 9. Add or subtract to get rid of the number next to r. R equals plus or minus 9 plus 6. Now simplify. R equals plus 9 plus 6, or negative 9 plus 6. Simplify again. R equals positive 15, or negative 3. One last example. Subtract negative 16 from both sides. Good. Now take the middle term, plus 10, divide it by 2, raise it to the second power. Should be 25. Add that to both sides. Simplify the right side, positive 9. Factor the left side. It will factor to x plus 5 times x plus 5. Rewrite that as x plus 5 squared. Now take the square root of both sides. The left side factors or simplifies to x plus 5. The right side simplifies to plus or minus 3. Subtract negative 5 from both sides to get the x by itself. X equals plus or minus 3 minus 5. Now to simplify this. X equals plus 3 minus 5, or negative 3 minus 5. Now simplify again. X equals negative 2, or negative 8. Okay, if you have more questions, you can leave them in the comment section, and I'll try to address them. Thanks.